Hi, everyone. We're going to wait a couple of minutes as people join. All right, it looks like the stream of people coming in has slowed down a little bit. Adrienne, if you want to kick us off.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone. My name is Adrienne Zepeda. I am Event Director for Biomed Device. Thank you for being here today with us, and thank you for being a part of Biomed Device Silicon Valley, a smart event. This is a series of exhibitor training videos that we're putting together to help you navigate our smart event platform and improve your experience on site. First, what is a smart event? A smart event is a digital community that extends the value of Biomed Device beyond the 2 days that you'll spend with attendees in San Jose. For 4 weeks before and for 4 weeks after, you will all have access to our attendee database and have the ability to connect with them and promote your products and services. Joining me today is Huxley Collin, our event manager, and Colleen Seepich, our account director. And they're going to talk you through setup of your digital booth and lead retrieval. So combined with your on-site experience, you guys can get the most out of your show. So kicking us off first will be Huxley Collin going over the company profile.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our webinar this morning or afternoon if you're over on the East Coast. Just a quick note, there is a Q&A button at the bottom of the Zoom window. So if you type any questions into the Q&A, that'll be the easiest way for us to see your questions, and we will be answering questions at the end. So please type any questions in Q&A as we go along so we can make sure to get all of those answered for you, and we will do the best to answer all of them. If we don't have time, we will respond over email and follow up with you if you have anything outstanding. And as always, please feel free to reach out to us individually or client services. Their email and contact info has been sent out, but if you need it, you can check the website. So I'm going to kick us off talking about how to set up your exhibiting profile on the Smart Event platform. So I'm going to share my screen with you all so you can see what I am reviewing with you. So to start off, I wanted to mention how to get to the Smart Event platform. So if you joined this webinar, it's most likely because you received the email from SwapCard telling you about the webinar. And that means that you are already in the SwapCard platform, but you might not be active. So in order to get there, you can either look for an email from noreply@swapcard.com and click on a link in there, and that'll take you to the platform. It'll take you to the page before you log in probably. And then if you don't remember your email and password, it'll be obviously your email. If you don't remember your password, you can just hit send me a magic link and that'll reset the password right away. Just make sure to use that magic link that they send you within I think it's 24 hours, because then it expires and you'll just need to do it again. Alternatively, if you just want to search, you can type in app.swapcard.com. And this will take you to all of the SwapCard events that you're a part of. And from there, you can find Biomed Device, Silicon Valley, click in that way. So those are the two ways you can do it. I'm taking you to the homepage of the Smart Event platform. And I'm going to review with you how to update your company profile. So to get there, the easiest way to get there from here is to click on, it's either going to be your photo or an icon in the top right-hand corner. If it's not a photo, I highly recommend going to my profile right here, adding a photo, adding information about yourself, because that's going to be very helpful in allowing attendees to, first of all, find you. And second of all, if you are reaching out to them and connecting with them and sending message requests, everyone that is receiving those requests is way more likely to respond to them if they're coming from a completed profile with a picture and everything like that. So you can do that at the My Profile button, or over here on the left, there's your profile, you can hit edit. But we're going to talk about the company profile. So I'm going to take you to Exhibitor Center in the drop-down menu from the profile or icon on the top right. And then it will show you all of the booths that you are a part of. So most of you would only be a part of one. And you can click on that and it'll take you to the Exhibitor Center. So this right here is the Exhibitor Center. I hope that you've seen it before. If you haven't, that is how you get there. All of this information right here is very helpful. There's on-site information for Freeman, move in, move out, lead retrieval, everything like that can be found right here. And this is all, it's talking about the on-site stuff, but we're going to talk about the Smart Event Company Profile. So right here on the left, you see Company Profile. You can click in there. And this is where you'll be able to update your logo, your background image. If you have a featured exhibitor plus package, you'll be able to add an ad and a video header, things like that. So just make sure that you are completing all of this information because, and as I mentioned, the more information you're uploading, the more likely attendees are to engage with your content and the more likely you are to get leads. So adding all of this information, taking the time at the beginning will really increase your ROI for this event. So highly recommend you take advantage of absolutely everything possible here. So to update any of these sections, you can just hit edit in the top right-hand corner of any of the sections, and that will allow you to edit those specific sections. So there are a few things here. It'll also take you to documents and links. So you can add a document or a link by clicking add document. Again, make sure to actually fill in a description. This will encourage attendees to click through to those documents and links. Same goes for products and services and reports and white papers, but I wanted to go over in a little bit more detail how to do the product and service because there is a specific thing after this first page. So I'm going to just type test and description. Please actually, fill those out completely. Then when you hit create, it's really important that you add an image and add the filters that the attendees will be able to find your product and service through. So to add an image, you hit the plus button right there. The description for what type of image and how many images is going to be right here. It's 20 images with a 1-to-1 ratio, no larger than 1 megabyte. Then down here, this is what I think is really important for me to point out, where it says other information. This is where you can add the filters for how attendees are going to find this specific product and service. So you can go through the whole list. You can say, oh, this is relating to valves and automation. So this way, when attendees are going to the product and service button on the Smart Event platform, and they are going through and filtering, they will find your product and service because it is associated with that specific filter. So that is going to be the same exact process as reports and white papers. The only difference is just the content. If you have a regular exhibitor package, you're allocated 5 of each. If you have featured exhibitor, you have 10 of each. And if you have featured exhibitor plus package, you have 15 of each. And then the documents and links are unlimited, but I don't recommend adding too many because just an overwhelming amount of information, attendees might not, look through all of it. So I just recommend adding to the limits for the reports and white papers and products and services. And then for the documents and links, just adding the important things that you want to add to that section. So I'll just kind of go over a couple other things in this section. That's really the main part of the company profile and what you need to update there. But there are some other things that you'll see in here. You'll see the team meetings. So all of the meetings set up with your team, pending or accepted, will be in this section. You can also export them on the right over here to an Excel. Your team's contacts are going to be found here as well. This exhibitor hasn't been doing any networking yet, so there aren't any contacts or meetings in here yet, but this will be important to build out. And then to make sure that the contacts are actually shown in the team's contacts, you need to go here to this button right here in your team and making sure that it shows that contact sharing is toggled on like it is right here. Alrighty, so that covers the Exhibitor Center and the building out of your exhibitor profile on the Smart Event platform. I also wanted to talk about one platform that we have. It's a free offering that allows all of the exhibitors to invite their customers to the event. So this will encourage, again, talking about your ROI, making sure that everyone that you want to meet on site is going to be there. So this platform is called Feather. It's our guest invites dashboard. It's spelled Feather, Feathr, and the website is feather.co. If you haven't accessed this yet, then you can look for an email from partners@feather.co, and that goes out to all of the logistics contacts. It sends out the link to each specific individual exhibitor's dashboard. And if you can't find that email, reach out to client services and they will help you out in getting you the link to your dashboard. So once you're here on Feather, you can edit your information, you can share your landing page, you can invite your customers through email, you can add email signature and custom social graphics to your sales team's emails and to your social platforms. It also gives you a little how-to guide right there and a video walkthrough. So this is super helpful to making sure that all of your customers that you want to show up on site do. And also, all of the exhibitors that do utilize this platform will be entered into a drawing for a $100 Amazon gift card. So that's always fun, a little gift. So that is an extra incentive. So two things that I want to mention before I turn it over to Colleen are just make sure that you're bookmarking these. As you see at the top of my screen right here, I have a ton of bookmarks, and that's because I want to make sure that I don't have to go searching through my email every time I need to find a link. So bookmark the Smart Event platform page. You can do, this is the Exhibitor Center. So you can bookmark this Exhibitor Center too. If you want to switch back to the event, you click that button, and this is the Smart Event platform homepage. So I highly recommend booking those things, and then also book your Feather dashboard once you open up that link as well. All righty, so I will turn it over to Colleen now to go over a couple of other things for everyone.
All right, thanks, Huxley. Okay, so okay, Hux, I think you need to stop your sharing so that I can then share.
Yes, I need to stop my sharing. Okay, there we go. There's the button.
There we go. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. What I'm here to talk about is really how to connect with audience at the event. And also audience on this digital platform. I think for the first time ever, this is really the first event that we're leaning heavily on the digital event, smart event platform. And the key benefit that it offers to our exhibitors is access to our registered attendees prior to the event, so that you can have your sales team, your sales engineers, your marketing team really dig into who is registered for the event, who's going, and reach out to them on the platform before the event to either connect with them digitally or set up an on-site meeting at the show. So how to do that? I think, like as Huxley mentioned, a key thing is to make sure that all of your staff that's going to be engaging with audience have a profile on the platform, and that they add as much information about themselves on there as necessary, but also that they add that photo. I think it just makes such a difference in terms of, if you can see here, we've got, humanizing all of the people that are part of this community versus just a circle with their initials. It's just a lot more engaging, and again, can kind of up their percentage of success. So when your team is on the platform, and I really recommend that they engage with this probably the week before the event. So the week after Thanksgiving is really a key time to go in and say, hey, you're registered for this event. We're offering this product. You're registered. Let's get together. Is there something that we can help you with? But you want to do that with some context added to it. So once they get into the event platform, this is the main menu for navigating everything that's available on the digital platform and ways to find products, services, attendees, exhibitors, et cetera. So if they click on the Meet Other Attendees button, it'll bring them to the attendee search, which looks like this. And right here, this is really the key search search dialog box. You can go in and do keyword searches, but we've also built in a number of filters here that can really help you kind of dig in a little more easily than even keyword searching can. So for example, if you're coming to the event and you are offering 3D printing and additive manufacturing products and services, click here, and this will very quickly give you a list of all attendees that aligned, and when they registered for the event said that this is an area of interest and a reason why they are registering for the event. So as you can see right here, 308 results. That means 300 registered attendees are interested in 3D printing and additive manufacturing. We do recommend you can reach out to all of these people. However, it's, I think, better, and you'll get better traction if your outreach is a little more thoughtful and a little more contextual to what they're doing. So as I'm kind of scrolling down this list and I'm, checking out, some job titles and et cetera, and people that I want to hook up with or connect with, I land on Majid Fouad. Okay, he's in engineering for Intuitive Surgical. You can easily click on his profile. You can reach out to him just directly. He's got meeting slots available, and if you click on these, it'll open up a dialog box for you to then send him a meeting and say, hey, this is where we want to meet you in a virtual room on the platform, or you can learn a little more about him, find out exactly what he's interested in. As it turns out, he's interested in quite a bit of products and services that are available at the event. He'll be very busy on site, but you can also send him a context-based message that gives meaning as to why you're reaching out, right? Why should Majid care about what you're offering? Do you have a new product? Do you have a new service? Is Intuitive Surgical, on your prospect list? Have you been trying to get in there, and why? If once that connection request is sent, and Majid accepts it, you will get a notification. This little bell will have a number on it. If you are not on the platform when he responds, don't worry. You will also get an email letting you know that he has, accepted your request. And then you can go from there, from scheduling a meeting on site, or if he's unable to attend, or you're actually not able to attend for whatever reason, scheduling a digital session. So going back to just a quick review, you can go back through here. It's very easy. Your searching is very simple. You can also click on, just to kind of run through the options here, job position. If you're looking specifically, if your audience and your client base are specifically electronics engineers, design engineers, biomedical engineers, you can filter the list that way. If in fact your sales team is organized by, let me get out of that, reset that, excuse me. If your team is organized, your sales team is organized by geography, your team can then also search audience by state or city so that they can go after specific targets. Again, going back to a quick detail that Huxley touched upon, you want to, in your exhibitor dashboard, check off the box so that all the members of your team, any connections that they have, are shared with other team members. That kind of helps in terms of figuring out who's connecting with who. You're not going to double up. You're not, going to trip over each other in terms of audience contact. Let's see, just checking my list to make sure that I've covered everything. Again, reiterating the importance, I think, in terms of ease of use, to bookmark the platform on your system so that you can easily click in and out of the platform. And go and dip in and dip out, spend some time every day in the week leading up to the event to reach out to clients. So that's about it in terms of little quick tutorial on connecting with audience. The other key thing is, once you've connected with audience, either on site or digitally, how are you going to capture that data? And with Smart Event, we've got 3 ways to capture the lead data. On site, we've got our standard, downloadable app that goes on your phone, and you can scan somebody's badge using your phone. And that is actually, for this event, powered by the platform vendor Swapcard. So it's very easy to download. And that is available either through purchase on site, or you can purchase it through us at a discounted rate with the purchase of a Smart Bundle. More information on that in a second. And then the other two ways to capture leads on the digital platform. One, you have an exhibitor dashboard that's integral to the swap card platform. Huxley touched upon that earlier, where you can go in and you can see what the connection requests are that your team have made, what's been accepted, how many meetings have been set up, and you'll be able to get the attendee information off of that. But then in addition to that, the swap card platform had partnered with a third party called Validar, and they've developed a plugin that tracks audience activity on your profile, so that you don't just get access to a report with opens and clicks for how many people went to your profile and how many people went to a particular document. You actually get actionable lead data in the form of a spreadsheet where you log in with the Validar plugin with a username and a password, and it brings you right to your user interface, and you can see in pretty much real time. There's a slight lag. It might be a minute, not even a minute or two, and you can access all the information, and it has links that show you where that attendee went on your profile. So again, very contextual lead data. You can see that they're interested in a specific product or service or a specific white paper, or they simply viewed your profile or they bookmarked your profile. So again, really lots of traction in terms of lead data. How do you get access to these lead capture opportunities? They're all included in our Smart Bundle 1. If you've attended this session and you do not have a Smart Bundle and you want access to Validar and you want access to the on-site lead capture opportunity, as well as some additional features for your profile where you get more products and more services, and you get featured status where your company can be listed higher up on the event site, we're offering a special program. Smart Bundle 1 is priced at $13.50 list price. We are offering it at a discount, which is our on-site price of $1,050. So a savings of $300, and you do get access to all of those lead capture opportunities, as well as some extra bells and whistles and premium placement on this digital platform. I think I've covered everything, so I'm going to hand it back over to Huxley or Adrian to wrap up. Thanks so much for your time, and please reach out with questions.
So we did go over a lot of information very quickly. For anyone who has any questions, please feel free to use the Q&A box at the bottom now and type them in. It does look like we have a few, so I'll address those in just a moment. Also wanted to share with you guys something in regard to Validar. We have partnered with them to gamify our attendees' activities within the platform and on site. So that means that attendees, as they go through your booths, they do booth visits, they do booth clicks, they download, they interact with sessions and other things, they can earn points towards prizes. So they're going to be very eager to be clicking into our exhibitor booths and checking you guys out, seeing what you're about. And this would be a great time to make sure that all of that information is updated. So that way, when they are visiting exhibitors, when they are going in to get more information, it's available for them. And again, just really utilizing the tools available on the platform, connecting with attendees before setting appointments for on-site and meeting with them virtually. There's really endless things that you can do with that, and urge you guys all to take that opportunity. So going over to some questions here, let's see what we have. Lead retrieval has been very confusing. Can you explain in more detail? Did we cover that for you, or is there more information that you need there? Happy to send you some more information, detailed information, but essentially the quick of it, just as Colleen went over, is the app. There is an app option. It's available through SwapCard using your own device. You would go through SwapCard to access that lead retrieval app. It would open up a screen to allow you to scan badges and collect information that way. We also, if you prefer not to use your own device, have an option on site for you to rent a device. So someone will give you an iPad or other type device. You would use that during showtime and return it once finished and be able to collect your lead data that way. And then also Validar, which is the digital portion, and really valuable because with SwapCard in your digital booth, you can see who has visited your booth in terms of numbers. But Validar, like Colleen said, allows you to get a lot more in-depth information about who is visiting and allow you to make those connections. So I'm happy to go over that with more detail, but if so, just send us an email and we can send you some more information. Moving on to the next one, in the reports and white paper section, I cannot enter a link to the content. I get a message saying you cannot edit this information. Okay. Looks like that may be a troubleshooting. Huxley, do you know anything about that you'd be able to help, or is that something we should follow up with after the call? Okay,
Yeah,
Natalie,
we'll
please
follow
know
up
we'll
on
reach out to you. Perfect. What is the best way to get the swap card app on your phone? Huxley, again, I'm going to defer to you. Do you know if there's a way for them or the best way for them to get swap card on their phone?
Yeah, so you can just open your app store and search Biomed device Silicon Valley, and it'll pop up. I just opened it up on my phone right here, so you all can see, but it's kind of hard to tell on this little phone, so it's not very helpful, but just search Biomed device Silicon Valley.
Perfect. And if you have any problems with that, please reach out to us again, either through client services. They should be able to help you with that, but if not, you can reach out to us as well, and we'll be able to get you that information. And just for those of you too, if you go to the Biomed website, the actual event website, all three of us are listed there, and we'll be able to connect with you also. Next question. Can you explain again how we will access the Feather profile?
Yeah, so there should be an email, or there was an email that already came from partners@feather.co that went to all the logistics contacts. So whoever is the logistics contact for your exhibitor booth, they are the one who received that email. If you can't find it for any reason, just reach out to our client services team and they can help you find it. But it's partners@feather, FEATHR.co. So no second E in Feather and no M at the end.
Perfect. And the last question is regard to a smart bundle refund. It looks like they already have it.
Oh,
We were told we needed to order it, but they already have it. So how can they get a refund?
I'll get the chat information and we can connect you to your event rep and we can get that deleted from our database for you.
Perfect. It looks like there is one other question. Can you use your own iPad for leads? You can, and that's just using the app through SwapCard. So whether you download it to your phone or you download it to an iPad, you would just use SwapCard. You would access it through SwapCard and then use your own device. That's no problem at all. Does anybody else have any other questions for us today? Well, again, if any questions come up after the webinar, we have recorded this. You can rewatch it anytime. It will be available for you in the exhibitor or in the help center in SwapCard. You can access that and other videos as well. We'll also be hosting a few more webinars for you, so hopefully you'll be able to join us. And like I said, these are really just meant for you guys to help you get the most of your experience within Biomed and take advantage of the SMART platform as well as your on-site. So if you have any questions, client services is always a resource, and we hope that you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.